Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are not new, if you are new, hey, please click subscribe. That way you're part of the big family. Every single Friday, I put out content that's about inspiration, about life, just stuff you and I go through. You know what I mean? And I've been thinking about something very worrying. And I thought, you know what? There's no point of coming to share the nice things with you. Even my worries I should share with you because you never know who's going through it. But first of all, shout out to everyone who meets me and is like, oh my God, I watched the vlog. Nice to meet you. I like that. So listen, do you ever worry about money? Not in the sense of how will I make money? Where is it going to come from? I want a lot of money. The sense of the future. You know what, in 10 years, will I still make money? How is my future going to look like? Can I invest today for tomorrow? Let me tell you why I've said this. I feel like I wasted my 20s. I feel like I started to really invest my money at about 28. And yeah, that was very late, but don't blame me. I was balling. I was living my life. YOLO. You only live once. But nowadays I listen to 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds tell you, I have this small business and I'm investing here and I'm buying this, and you're thinking, bravo. You know, I never had the mind to do that. I had the mind to eat money, not to, do anything meaningful with it. But here goes. Even when I started to invest money, even when I started to do something valuable with my money, I did it without research. I did it without thinking on what exactly would multiply my money. I just went with what I generally think people, for example, in Uganda, if you ask anyone what to do with their money, they'll say, buy a piece of land or buy a house, buy property. But nobody ever tells you dig deeper into the research to know the areas to buy your property in. I mean, what makes sense? You're buying that property and then in 5 years, then what? What's your eventual goal with that property? So I feel like investment is a discussion that you need to think on before you actually invest your money. So the other day I was talking to someone who said, you can put your money in a policy, an insurance policy, and leave it there for maybe the next 10 years, and then you'll have enough money for retirement. And I said, you want me to put money every single month to leave it to be quiet for 10 years? Look at me. You know you are alive today. You thank God for life. But how many of us have thought, will I be alive in 5 years? Will I be alive in 10 years? You just keep thinking like, that's a long time. But I think to myself, I'm 31. If at 21 I had invested in a policy, at 31 today, I'd have X amount of money. And that just makes me go crazy. But I still haven't brought myself to see myself in 10 years. I don't know if I'm the only one here, but when I sit down to see if I can invest for myself, on paper, I see what 10 years would look like if I invest X amount of money. But I don't know if I'm brave enough to trust that my life will still be here in 10 years. So I don't know if anybody has found a solution to investing for the long term, how you found strength to invest your money for the long term. I know for those who have children, you don't really think about yourself. You start to think for your children and say, let me invest for my kids. If in 10 years I'm not, even 4 years I'm not here, my kids will take the money. But what happens to the young men and women who it's just you? And you're making your money, you're starting to make a bit of money, you're starting to think for yourself. What happens to you? How do you plan for the long term? How do you start thinking big? So today, I'm thinking my solace is that soon I'm going to be a mother, and maybe that will be my thing. I'll hang on to, I'm investing for my child, but not for myself. So yeah, I'm not brave enough to invest for myself long term because I'm afraid I won't be here. It's just human fear. I don't know if you have thought about that. I don't know what you think about that. You can always share in the comments section. If you have for some reason found a way to make this work for you and seen ahead in the next 20 years, please share with us so we can all learn how to save for our future. Thank you.